records are being set across this country with early voting in this pandemic, and so many Americans on both sides who want to make sure their vote counts this year. Tonight, this number, more than 90 million Americans have requested mail-in ballots, and only about half of them have sent them back in. And so authorities in several states tonight with a warning to fill them out and get them in the mail immediately. And our chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl tonight explaining why.
If you're going to vote by mail, it's time to get your ballot in the mailbox right now.
Please, if you haven't returned it, do it this week. Now's the time.
Regardless of what state you're in, get your ballots in by your state's deadline.
Driven in part by concerns over the pandemic, a record high 90 million voters have requested mail-in ballots nationwide. But so far, only about half have returned them. In all 50 states, those mail-in votes must be sent by Election Day. But in 28 states, they must also arrive by the time polls close. Late yesterday, the Supreme Court rejected an effort to extend the deadline in Wisconsin that would have allowed another 6 days for those ballots to arrive in the mail and still be counted. In 22 states, ballots are counted if they arrive in the days after the election, as long as they are postmarked by Election Day. There's nothing new about voting by mail, but President Trump continues to attempt to sow doubt about it, tweeting without evidence, big problems and discrepancies with mail-in ballots. Must have final total on November 3rd. Twitter put a warning on that message, saying it is disputed and might be misleading. And today, another misleading statement by the president.
It would be very, very proper and very nice if a winner were declared on November 3rd instead of counting ballots for 2 weeks, which is totally inappropriate, and I don't believe that that's by our laws. I don't believe that. So we'll see what happens.
Again, in 22 states, ballots are counted even if they arrive days after the election, as long as they're postmarked on time. Another factor to watch, when the votes are actually counted. It may take a while. 34 states will not even begin to count those millions of mailed-in votes until Election Day. One of those is Texas, where polls show Biden and Trump in a dead heat. Both candidates are courting Latinos, the largest non-white voting bloc in the country. Renato Ramirez, a rancher born and raised in Texas, told our John Quiones he voted early for the president.
Why Trump? The economy? Bottom line.
But in poll after poll, Joe Biden has maintained a big lead among Latino voters. Sima Hernandez, the first in her family born in the U.S., wants to make sure they go to the polls.
There's too much at stake. There's too much at stake with this kind of president in office, with his dangerous rhetoric and his dangerous policies.
All right, so let's get right to John Karl tonight. And John, I wanted to drill down on what you reported there. 28 states need those mail-in ballots to arrive by Election Day, not postmarked by Election Day, actually arriving by Election Day. And of course, that includes Wisconsin now after that new Supreme Court ruling. But if for some reason you don't get them in the mail or you're worried they won't get there in time, what do you do?
Well, there are options, David. You can take your mail-in or absentee ballot and bring it in yourself, either at a drop box in several states or directly at the county clerk's office. So the bottom line is, if you want to be absolutely sure that your ballot gets there, you can bring it there yourself.
And no matter what, we heard from authorities in several states saying just get it done soon. All right, John, thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.